So this is the food bank box, which is kept outside of the rectory on Cobb Lane, here in Plymstock. Each week this box is here for anyone to give donations to Plymouth Foodbank, and on a Thursday the food is taken out of the box. Jennie is going to do that right now. She's going to take, what have we got in the box? Oh, we got some tins of stuff, and let's have a look. What have we got? What's in there, Jennie?
Chicken in white sauce, chicken tikka masala, a Frey bentos pie.
Okay.
And Irish
Some
stew,
Irish stew.
And some other tins.
So let's collect those, and let's take those with us, and you're going to see where this food is going to go to next, because it doesn't stay here, it doesn't stay at the rectory. So what happens next is Jennie will give it to Sarah. This is Sarah. Hello, Sarah.
Hello.
Now, Sarah, tell us what it is that you're going to do with this food. What is it you do every week, in fact?
Well, I come here and collect what's been delivered over the week and put it into the boot of my car. That's the first thing. And usually there's a variety of stuff like tin food, and some of it other things like cereal and milk and things that would be useful for families who are in need.
And you're doing this on a voluntary basis? You're not paid for doing this?
Oh, no.
Just on a voluntary basis. Thank you. So there's more stuff as well that's going to go now.
And we normally collect in Arreston as well, and from outside the Church of the Good Shepherd. And so I pop down there first and collect what they've got.
And there's also a box on Woodway, also in Plymstock, and there's a box in Sherrill Close in Stadiscombe as well. And you have a box outside your house, isn't that right, Sarah? Just in case.
I have done.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just in case.
And different places, and people put stuff in. I think most people know that what food banks do is give out food to needy people.
So Andrew, you're a project coordinator at Plymouth Foodbank. Just tell us briefly what you do and what goes on in this amazing place.
So where we are at the moment, this is our purpose-built storage area, affectionately known as the Vault. This was built in 2015, I believe, with various donations that we received. As you look around, it is an area where all the food is stored. Stands to reason. But what we do is we manage it very carefully, as you can see from the various labelling we've got here. So there's a constant rotation of stock control, essentially. And it comes into here, as you saw before, it gets weighed, it then gets checked with sell-by dates, etc., and then placed in here in storage.
Excellent. How long has this place been here, did you say?
Since 2015.
So 5 years, yeah, And what, people come from the local area and all across Plymouth who otherwise would struggle to find food, yeah?
Yes, indeed, yes. Yeah. And I'll show you the area where we make up the parcels in a moment, and where those people, when they do come to us at the food bank, where they attend and how we do that.
Excellent. And with you, Andrew, today is Robin. Robin, what do you do here at the food bank?
Just a volunteer.
What do you mean, just a volunteer? What do you do here?
I help bring stuff in when I'm here, through the, as you saw just now, make up parcels in the parlour, as he's going to show you, or sometimes I'll even work out the front with the clients that come in.
How many days or how many hours a week do you put in here, roughly?
2 days at the moment.
And what do you get from being a volunteer here?
I've been doing it now for just over 2 years, and it's good. It's like being a family, basically.
So Andrew, you've just been joined by Maria. Maria, what is it that you do as part of the food bank? What's your role?
Well, I'm the project manager, so I'm in control ultimately of the food bank and the Oasis project. recruitment, the policies, procedures, the day-to-day running of the centre as a whole, rather than just Food Bank or just Oasis Project.
What goes on in this wonderful room here where you are surrounded by yet more food? What happens here?
Well, this is what we call our pantry. This is where we actually make up Food Bank parcels for people to go out. So from here we have a list that we work to that the Trussell Trust have put together, and that list reaches all of the food groups, so they get everything they need in a balanced diet. So here we put those parcels together.
And what's on the list? What kind of things does an individual or a family get?
Okay, so we start off with breakfast. So they have cereal and milk, sugar if they want it. We then go through soup, baked beans, vegetables, pasta, rice, tins of fruit, tins of custard. They have tea, they have coffee, they have a meat product, they have fish. And then we go through toiletries, so toilet roll if they need shower gel. At the moment, because of coronavirus, we're putting soap in every single parcel so people can hand wash. Might be pet food, might be baby supplies, nappies, sanitary wear for ladies. So we try and think of the whole package in here.
That's fantastic. That's amazing. Andrew, how often is this place used, and who is normally here to staff this place?
So we have obviously a number of different volunteers who come in on a regular daily basis, Monday to Friday. Food Bank runs on a Monday, Wednesday and a Friday. Monday afternoons 1:30 to 3:30 as of Wednesday as well. And then Friday from 10 till 12. So we normally have 2 volunteers in here. Just to put into perspective the number of bags, this is an area obviously where the bags are made up, as Maria was indicating. We would normally on an average Food Bank session feed approximately 40 to 50 people.
Gosh.
That is a combination of individuals, maybe couples, and particularly families as well.
Certainly families laterally, we're seeing more families, aren't we, in the last couple of weeks.
That's amazing. What kind of thing is it in terms of, we've got harvest coming up, what kind of things are you particularly kind of looking for that it would be really good if people could donate that you're perhaps short of, run out of really easily?
Yeah, we're actually a bit of forward thinking now. We're actually thinking towards Christmas. So we're asking people to think about the things that you would get extra for Christmas, so that we can start to make up those parcels as well. So we think about things like Christmas puddings, Christmas cakes, but also tinned meats. When we say tinned meats, really things like tins of ham or tins of corned beef that they can slice and make sandwiches or such like with. A little later we'll start talking about selection boxes, advent calendars, crisps, Christmas crackers, all those sorts of things that you don't normally treat yourself to. You might get a really nice box of biscuits, whereas in the rest of the week you get the hobnobs and the custard creams at Christmas time. You might think of a nice box of biscuits.
Something a little bit special.
So it's those sorts of things that we're actually forward thinking at the moment towards Christmas.
That's really good.
And also, we would be grateful of any form of toiletries, particularly for children. So children's toothpaste, children's toothbrushes, shampoos.
No tears shampoo.
That would be extremely helpful.
That's excellent. Thank you. Angela, you're a volunteer here at the Food Bank. How long have you been a volunteer?
I started just as lockdown kicked in. I did one shift before the lockdown. So what's that, 6 months?
And how many hours do you do here a week?
I do Thursday 10 till 4ish, Friday 10 till 4ish, and we did do at the beginning a couple of Saturdays because it was a little bit strange and unpredictable, so we did do Saturdays for a while.
You're giving quite a lot of time to the Food Bank voluntarily.
Yes.
What do you get from being a volunteer? What do you enjoy about it? Why do you do it?
It's really difficult to tell people the enjoyment you get out of it unless they're another volunteer, because they know exactly what you take. I just get, the people here are just mad and great, and I love meeting people. And the helping of people is really what I want. And I had a few hours spent. I've always volunteered since I was about 10 years old in different things. So it was like I had the time and put it to use.
Maria, you must come across an awful lot of people in the Food Bank. What kind of effect does the food bank have on the people that you meet on a daily basis?
Yeah, I think it's much more than just food, and that's what people tend to forget. We had one young man, early 20s, who came into us with a food parcel, very heavily addicted to every substance you could think of, desperate to get off of it, but trapped. And he came in for food bank, and he told me that he was trying to write a book about his experiences to stop other people doing this. So I encouraged him to come back in and type his book up on our computers, and we then purchased a memory stick for him so he could keep his book, and then he would come in with the pictures that he'd drawn that we would scan into his book and save. And this has been going on probably for about 3 years. Now, he only has half a hand because one day he took crack cocaine, fell into a coma, fell asleep on his hand, and 3 days later when he woke up his hand was gangrenous. So he'd have his hand removed. He wants to stop anybody else doing that, but because he came into the food bank, he now accesses the centre to write his book, and just before Christmas he took the final decision, he's come clean. And he has been going to the gym, he has been learning to swim, he comes in, and if I don't see him for a few days I get a little panicky and I think, you all right? And I can remember at one point saying to him, please, 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 don't make me do your funeral. I don't want to have to do your funeral. And he comes back and he says to me, I know that you'd be really upset if I was to die, so I've got clean. And it's those sorts of things. So the food bank's just a starting way in to make that relationship with this lad who now trusts me. And trusts me enough to say, now he's clean. But even when he wasn't, he would say, I've taken something, I need to do my book for a little while because after that I'm not going to be able to. And that is grand that you could see them through that process. And he's lovely, lovely young man.